I love my morning coffee, but sometimes the crash hits harder than the caffeine. That's when I switch to Everyday Dose, coffee with benefits. It's real coffee infused with mushrooms, collagen, and nootropics, giving me smooth, focused energy that actually lasts. The Black Friday sale is on. Get 61% off your first Coffee Plus starter kit, a free A2 probiotic creamer, and over $100 in free gifts. Enter for a chance to win $100 cash or even get your entire order refunded. Head to everydaydose.com/podcast or use code podcast at checkout.
I always feel the pressure to find the perfect gift for my relatives. In this case, whether you're sending an unforgettable gift or treating yourself to everyday perfection, Omaha Steaks delivers the world's best steak experience. For me, I'm not just into steaks. I like all types of meat. That's why I'll usually get the Winter's Best Seller Pack. It comes with juicy fillets, chicken breast, pork chops, and even burgers. Omaha Steaks offers unrivaled quality and variety, and every bite is backed by their 100% guarantee. A family-owned company with over 100 years of experience in the meat industry. Save big on unforgettable gifts with Omaha Steaks. Visit omahasteaks.com for 50% off site-wide and earn an extra 20% off select favorites during their cyber sale. And for an extra $35 off, use promo code YUM at checkout. That's omahasteaks.com, promo code YUM at checkout. Terms apply. See site for details. Go to omahasteaks.com to get 50% off site-wide plus an extra 20% off select favorites and more limited-time deals during their cyber sale. And use promo code YUM at checkout for an extra $35 off. Minimum purchase may apply. See site for details. A big thanks to our advertiser, Omaha Steaks.
This is a podcast from Minute Media.
Hello, kitties. This is yours truly, the Crypt Keeper, and you're listening to Slasher Radio.
Welcome to Slasher Radio with your hosts Mikey Bones, Rob Humphrey, and Cat Valor. What's happening, guys?
Not much. How's it going?
It's going. We got Rob back.
What's going on? Yep, I'm back.
Hello, Rob.
You guys didn't trash the show too bad while I was gone, I heard.
No, not at all.
I mean, the antics happening on the Patreon were a little nutty, but the regular show seemed all right.
Yeah, I was going to say, not the regular show, but some shit happened over on Patreon. Patreon.com/Slasher Radio.
You guys handled the Ryan Turek thing well, so that's good.
Yeah, we did good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, not
We are
bad.
professionals.
You know, see? Do wish you were there for the Halloween conversation.
Yeah, I wish I had been there too. That would have been, I would have loved to chat about those Halloween movies with him, but, you know, I had adventures to pursue, so.
You sure did, and we will be speaking of those. We don't have a news week. It's been light on news. Light. So Rob is going to go over his Halloween Horror Nights down at Universal instead of news. We have, does this fall under a cat pick? This movie? Because Cat brought it up.
All right.
You know I didn't pick this motherfucker.
All right, so we got a cat pick this week.
I said pick something that feels like Halloween, and Cat picked this.
That's not true. You said to pick something that was Halloween themed.
But I
And
meant
I
something
did
that feels
do
like
that.
Halloween. You know what I meant. Could have picked Trick or Treat. Could have picked
Trick or
fucking
Treat
Halloween.
wasn't streaming anywhere because I actually looked that up first.
Trick or Treat would have been good. But there's a lot of good options.
I almost said All Hallows Eve too, actually.
Dude, I watched Joe Bob last night as we record this, and I was so pissed when he showed All Hallows Eve as his second movie. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Wait, he showed All Hallows Eve? Not the one with Art the Clown, is it?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go.
Man, I wish I'd been watching Joe Bob last night.
Yeah, the first movie was Demons 2. And that's a fun movie, but fucking All Hallows Eve, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I've been waiting all week for this special.
All Hallows Eve wasn't that bad, Rob.
Dude, All Hallows Eve is terrible. And it was just confirmed last night when I watched it.
You're ridiculous.
Bad
All
movie.
Hallows Eve isn't great.
No, it's bad.
I'm not going to go so far as to say it's bad, but it's not Great.
You don't have to say it's bad. I said it. It's bad.
It's not the Art the Clown movie I would watch. We'll put it that way.
That's fair. That's a fair way to put it.
Rob's trying to figure out if it is the Art the Clown movie
Yeah,
you
I mean,
watch.
You talk about a fucking Sophie's Choice. Jesus Christ.
Which one, if you had to rank them, Rob, real quick, the Art the Clown trilogy, what would it be?
If I had to rank them,
Off the top of your head.
Number 1 would be Terrifier 2.
Yeah, let's go.
Number 2 would
that's
be
correct.
Terrifier. Number 3 would be All Hallows Eve. It is the worst one.
I'll give you 2 dings for it.
But none of them are good. I mean, that's not to say they're just, that's the rank of those.
But Terrifier 2 is number 1.
Mm-hmm. I've seen
Number
it 4
1 is
times.
Yeah. There's a lot of options to go with, and I feel like we went with a good one. So we're talking House of a Thousand Corpses. We know we know how Rob feels about Rob zombie movies. Rob recently had to go through this on my birthday pick. I just realized that. So he's getting a high dose of zombie lately here.
But this is Rob Zombie before he even knew how to direct a movie. Oh boy.
One thing I will say about this, I thought Rob was gonna fight me harder. I thought we were gonna have to go through several Halloween picks. I think your exact words were, "Let's just get it over with," which I feel like is a good spirit because like at some point we're gonna cover this entire trilogy.
Yeah,
so you're just knocking one out of the way.
Let's just get it fucking over with. Let's just get it out of the way. Plus, it was like yesterday when we decided what movie we were gonna do.
That's true.
I mean, at some point we're running out of time. We just got to pick something.
I was shocked Rob didn't fight on that. When I seen it, I seen Rob say, "What are we going to do?" And then I seen Kat say House of a Thousand Corpses. And Rob, he wasn't happy about it by any means, but it looked like he agreed. And there was a lot of messages back and forth. And I didn't read all of them.
You're skipping some parts because I did first suggest Slaughterhouse.
Yeah,
I said no to that. I responded. Yeah.
Because there was I looked it up and my Roku told me it was not streaming anywhere, which is fine because I have it. But it was like, so I had kind of thought we had decided not to do it, but Mikey found it streaming somewhere. My Roku just fucking hates me.
Yeah, it was on Tubi.
All right.
I found it for you, Rob. See?
But yeah, I was going to make Mikey pick the movie because Rob suggested Slaughterhouse, and it was like, well, that got shot down, and House of a Thousand Corpses got shot down. But it didn't. We're here.
No, Tubi, it was nice on Tubi because there were commercial breaks.
Yeah, I just skipped over a bunch of it. I'm like, I can't read all this right now. And I just sent, did Rob just agree to House of a Thousand Corpses? I was shocked at the amount of fight there too, Rob.
Again, it was yesterday. At some point, we just got to pick a fucking movie.
All right, Kat, new plan. When we want them to watch something, we just wait until wait. Friday.
I mean, I get what you guys are going through because I thought we were going to have the same fight for I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, but you guys were just like, okay.
Well,
shit, that was easy.
It was going to come up eventually. Yeah, it's a good mentality to have if you feel like you can handle a movie that you know we're going to have to talk about. I'm really excited that we're talking about House of a Thousand Corpses because I'm still hyped up from seeing it on the big screen. So if we're going to talk about it, it's a good time for me.
Oh, yeah, you saw this in the fucking theater, didn't you?
I did. It was so good.
Yeah, it had to be awful.
It was so much fun.
What a dick.
Did you take Mr. Cat's boyfriend guy to see it in the theater?
I tried so fucking hard to get him to agree to this.
Oh, God, you didn't take your mama again, did you?
Well,
you put that poor woman through enough.
So here's the thing, is that I had already taken her because when they did, when 3 from Hell came out, they did a double feature, and I took her to that, not having I should have known what 3 from Hell was going to be, but my hopes were really high at the time. And I was like, Mom, do you want to come see this with me? And she was like, yeah, sure. And then, so when I was trying to find someone to go to House of a Thousand Corpses, I was like, Mom, it's the only one of the trilogy you haven't seen. And you should have seen just the look of defeat on her face when she's like, yeah, you're right.
Oh, no.
So I did. I took my mom.
That woman is a saint. And good for Mr. Cat's boyfriend guy for just being like, no. And you still haven't shown him Halloween 3 yet.
I have not. I showed him Freddy versus Jason, and because it was Friday the 13th, we were gonna watch Halloween, but then when our movie night fell on a Friday the 13th, it just made more sense to watch a Jason movie he hadn't seen. So we got caught up on that. I'm thinking he's gonna have work off on Halloween though, so we can sneak it in then.
That'd be good. Good
I'm
time to watch
hoping.
that movie. That's a movie that's Halloween themed.
I talked him into Terrifier 2 also because he was like so
Holy
desperate
shit.
not to watch House of a Thousand Corpses that he was like, wasn't Terrifier playing? And I was like, do you want to go see Terrifier 2 on a big screen?
No, he doesn't, Kat. Nobody
He
wants to see
does.
that.
We're gonna get matching Terrifier 3 posters.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That poor guy. That's another one. We should record my grandmother and your boyfriend, Kat, and watch it. That Terrifier 2. That'd be hysterical. Poor guy. Might be the last time we hear from Mr. Kat's boyfriend guy, Rob.
Yeah.
We're getting to a point where we're not going to hear any more stories about Mrs. Cat's mom because she's about had it with me.
Jesus. All right. Drink roll call. Anybody want to go first?
I'm drinking wine.
Okay. Yeah, I'm drinking spiced rum and diet.
Okay. I sent you guys a picture of what I'm drinking.
Uh-oh. I will say, I have a... Never mind, I'll say nothing. I can't top this.
You fucking...
What?
You're drinking a can.
In a can.
A Smirnoff Ice Smash pink lemonade.
Yeah.
You sorority girl.
What are you talking about, man? It's lit. Smirnoff makes the pink lemonade that I get.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's perfect. It's in a can, dude.
You drink like a sorority girl.
Oh my God. I was reaching, I didn't even notice this. I had a Long Island iced tea in my hand. Yeah, the smoke shop I was at had nothing worth mentioning. I was like, all right, I got a Long Island iced tea. I don't want to go anywhere else. And I had my hand on the can. And as I was closing the door, I was like, what? Boom. Decision made.
You are pathetic, dude.
What do you Rob, you sent me pictures of you drinking colorful drinks.
I did drink some colorful drinks, yeah, but I was out at an event where everyone was drinking, though. Not sitting at home.
So what? Not everyone. There were grown men with beer.
No,
maybe you were with a blue drink.
Grown men who like good beer. I'll tell you that. They don't have any good beer at Universal.
Yeah, man, I was so happy when I seen this. Yes, it is Smirnoff Smash Pink Lemonade. And Kat, it is very good. I know Rob won't appreciate it.
It looks
Kat,
pretty tasty.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah. It's what all the mechanics drink in the garage when you go get your car fixed. That's what they're fucking sitting in the back drinking.
Maybe you don't fucking know, man. Dude, it's good. It's refreshing. And I'll tell you what, it is pretty strong. I'm not going to lie to anybody here.
Oh, Jesus. He's drunk on them. He's wine cooler drunk.
I'm a lot of things right now. That might be one of them. I will not confirm nor deny.
I have a drink for next week. I got all of the ingredients for a special Halloween cocktail that I'm really looking forward to.
Oh shit.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I didn't think of that. Should we do Halloween drinks next week?
I'll tell you now I'm gonna win.
Okay.
We'll see. I don't know. I always think I'm going to, like,
contest.
Chris sent me a drink and I still want to make it, but I got to go to the liquor store and it's a pain in the ass around here because they close at like 6 p.m.
I keep thinking he made one for you that had cheerwine in it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what it was. I was gonna make it because it just sounded good, and then it's like such a pain in the ass to find cheerwine around here.
It's very good. It's cheerwine, Maker's Mark, and lime juice. Is very good.
That just sounds delicious.
It is.
I want in on it.
Yeah, I really like those. As a matter of fact, I thought about making those today, but I don't have any limes. And I have a bottle. I bought a bottle of that lime juice that you can get, but that shit ain't the same.
It's not.
No, it's kind of that stuff is kind of gross. So I didn't make that.
It's weird because the lemon one is okay. If you get like the lemon juice, it's not as good as a lemon, but it's fine. It's an acceptable substitute. But the lime one is fucking weird.
Yeah, it doesn't taste right. If I had some limes, I would have probably made that tonight because I've got Maker's Mark, and I got cheerwine. So
yeah, no, you keep.
But
cheerwine on deck.
I want the diet and the spiced rum because, well, that's pretty par for the course for me.
Yeah, and pink lemonade vodka is the par for the course for me. I think you'd appreciate it, man. I can't believe you talking negative about me.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Trying to enjoy myself.
I used to love my morning coffee until it stopped loving me back. The bloating, the discomfort, it just wasn't worth it anymore. Then I found Everyday Dose, coffee with benefits. It's real coffee blended with mushrooms, collagen, and nootropics. Now I get my morning ritual without the crash or the discomfort. The Black Friday sale is on. Get 61% off your first Coffee Plus starter kit, a free A2 probiotic creamer, and over $100 in free gifts. Plus, you could win $100 cash or even get your entire order refunded. Head to everydaydose.com/podcast or use code podcast at checkout.
It's time to hump the news with Rob Humphrey.
He's not a genius. All right, so Rob, do you want to talk about your adventures?
Yeah. So I went down to Orlando for Halloween Horror Nights at Universal. It was a lot of fun. I got all choked up. Hold on a second. I'm dying over here.
He's too emotional about what a good time he had.
Right.
Yeah, so I went down on Thursday and decided Thursday night before we get into Halloween Horror Nights and stuff, I finally was going to get a chance to see The Exorcist Believer. People may not know what I've gone through to see this movie. I think I mentioned on the last show that I was on that I had gone to see it, and I took my son, and he started complaining that he wasn't feeling well, and we had to leave about halfway into the movie.
And you said you were seeing it the next day.
I was going to see it the next day, and then that did not work out either, and I had to leave 45 minutes into the movie.
Oh my God.
So twice I had seen basically the first half of this film, but did not get to finish it. So I was there, and I was down there, and I was like, I'm doing it. I'm going to go see this movie. They had one showing left, and it was in 4DX, and I was like, all right, I'll go see that. I don't know what 4DX is. I've never seen 4DX, but whatever. I'll check it out. 4DX is a goddamn nightmare is what 4DX is.
Why?
So
I also saw something in 4DX recently, and it was nowhere near as cool as the story that Rob's about to tell.
It is not. Cool is one way to think of this. Like, yeah. So I get in there, and I get to the theater, and I notice the seats look kind of weird, but I'm like, all right, whatever. I've never been to this theater before. It's in fucking Orlando, you know? I don't know what kind of seats they got.
Right.
So I sit down, and I notice there's a button on the seat that says water on or water off. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? So I just left it at water on. That's what it was set at. I didn't know what the fuck it was. The goddamn movie starts, and the seat starts rocking around all over the place. Have you guys seen The Exorcist Believer?
No.
No.
All right. I would say maybe 10, 15 minutes in the movie, there's an earthquake. I'm not giving anything away. This fucking seat's rocking all over the place. If I had had a drink, I would have been wearing that damn thing. There are lights flashing in the corner of the theater. They got these lights like almost like strobe lights, but not quite that fast, but they're flashing off and on. On the other side of the theater, there are these big, like, industrial-sized fans that are blowing, like, wind at certain times throughout the movie.
Wow.
There's fog machines that are going off at certain times throughout the movie. They spritzed me with mist in the face at certain times in the movie. That's how I learned that that's what water on, water off means. If you don't want to be spritzed in the face with mist, you can turn it off, apparently.
Did you turn it off after that?
Nah.
You were already wet. That's
yeah, I was like, whatever. It was a goddamn theme park ride, and I was just trying to watch the movie.
So wait a minute.
Doesn't that sound amazing?
No,
I
it
want to
sucked.
go.
It was awful. I was so mad.
So lame in comparison to my 4DX experience.
And these seats, when I say they jerked around and moved around, like I'm surprised this theater hasn't been sued for somebody falling out of one of these goddamn things. Like, I can't believe they don't have a seatbelt in there.
Yeah, mine just shook a little bit.
No, these things were rocking all over the place.
Yeah, I was going to ask. It sounded like it would be like a vibration or so. So it's rocking.
No. So I looked at the seats when the movie was over and the lights came up, and they're basically in groups of four. So there's like four of them, and there's like a rod that runs underneath all four, and this thing just tilts all over the goddamn place.
I picture Rob's old ass getting up at the movie's done. What the hell happened to me? What is this thing?
Mad as hell. You know, I don't like it when people talk in the movies. You use their phone. Now I got fucking wind and goddamn lights flashing and mist in my face.
Oh, that's genius! You spritz everyone in the theater and no one can take their fucking phone out.
Holy shit.
So yeah, I hated that. That was a nightmare. I will never do that again. It was the worst experience. The movie, though, let me just say this real quick. I don't want to talk too much about The Exorcist Believer, but I want to say this. This movie is better than people are giving it credit for. It's not a great movie, but it's fine. It's by far the best Exorcist sequel, although that's a very low bar.
Yeah.
But it's a fine movie. Like, there's nothing wrong with it.
I have a question for you about it being the best Exorcist sequel, though.
What?
Because people have 3 has a cult following. I don't understand it, but
3
is it better than people say that 3 is?
No, because people act like 3 is as good as the original, but it's not. 3 is Exorcist 3 is a jump scare that is really good, surrounded by a really shitty movie. 3 isn't good. I don't know why.
That's kind of where I stand with it.
Yeah, I don't know why people think it is. It's not. It's not a good movie. And people will defend it, and they'll be like, well, William Peter Blatty directed it. And I'm like, oh, that's great. The novelist directed it. Fantastic. How about we let a guy who directs movies direct something? Yeah, no, it's like, is it as good as Friedkin's original? Of course it's not as good as Friedkin's original. Nothing's as good as that fucking movie, But
that is kind of the bar that people compare movies to.
Right. And yeah, that's it. But it's Believer it's a fine. It commits a sin in that it introduces a lot of interesting concepts and ideas, but then it doesn't explore them enough. What I'm hoping for, knowing David Gordon Green and how the Halloween trilogy played out, is that in the next films, we're going to get those explored more and more. I don't know, though, because now the news is going around that he might not be directing the next one.
Yeah, this was not well received.
Yeah, and I don't know why. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It is better than any other possession movie you were going to see that's not called The Exorcist. It's better than The Pope's Exorcist with Russell Crowe, I'll tell you that. It's better than Pray for the fucking Devil or The Exorcism of Jane Doe or whatever the fuck that bullshit. Not Jane Doe, that's the autopsy of Jane Doe. What's the one where there's a fucking trial?
Emily Rose?
Yeah, Rose, fucking CSI Exorcism. That fucking movie.
That's fair.
It's a fine movie. It's not perfect, but it's good. I enjoyed it. So, and I was getting jerked all over the place and fucking water spritzed in my face. Who knows how much I would have liked it had it been a normal goddamn movie.
Rob, would you? I agree. That sounds fun as shit. But if you're not expecting that, I can definitely understand.
Here's where this would be fun. If I had seen this movie already and wanted to go in and experience it like that, then I think it would have been fun. But when you're trying to sit down and watch a movie for the first time, well, for the third time, but all the way through for the first time, it sucks.
Would you rather do that again or go to a movie with me?
Oh, Jesus. I don't know.
What? You mean you don't know?
I don't know, because you sound like a nightmare at the theater.
I'm not that bad, man. I'm going to say something to you every now and then.
No, you're not. You don't talk during the movie.
And we're not sitting with a seat in between us either. We're gentlemen. We're going to go in there together as a unit and we'll sit together.
No, we're not. We're going to have a seat in between us for the popcorn and stuff.
No, put the popcorn on your lap, man. You want something, I'll give it to you.
No, that ain't happening.
Unbelievable.
But so that was Thursday night. That was also the night I was in Ollie's live stream. You saw me pictures of me chilling out by the pool.
Yeah, in your tie-dye Crocs.
My tie-dye Crocs, my Joe Bob PJ pants.
You should be
Good
ashamed of
pants,
yourself.
Yeah. As I told you that night, I paid for my room. That hotel was my house until Sunday when I checked out.
That is an interesting thought. Okay.
Yeah. Friday got up. So the reason that I went down to Orlando actually wasn't Halloween Horror Nights. It's I have been a longtime listener of the Hacker Slash podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always in their Discord talking to people, and they decided to do like a meetup and a special 300th episode live show thing. So then I met up with a bunch of people from the Discord. People had finally started to slowly trickle into town, and we hung out. It was Friday the 13th, so there were cheap tattoos happening. We I got a Freddy glove tattoo.
You sure did.
Yeah.
Shame on you.
And, it's a good looking tattoo, man.
Shame him. He's living his best life.
After all the shit he talked about Freddy Krueger, yes, shame him. How dare
you? Have to shame me for nothing. I got a nice looking tattoo.
How'd you get that tattoo again?
Huh?
How'd you get that tattoo again?
It was they were doing Friday the 13th special.
Oh.
At the tattoo parlor.
Okay. There was you mentioned that a woman talked you into a tattoo and all that stuff. How'd you, Rob? I gotta know. I don't want to take up too much of your portion with this, but how did you get this woman to talk to you and everything else you did wearing?
No, all right. So the myth of this woman is highly exaggerated. All right, she was one of the people that I've talked to in their Discord. She was there for the EyeRChris show. She was part of the group of people that I was meeting up with, and it's not as if I picked her up in Orlando. Like, we had talked a lot on the Discord, and we hung out with all these other people. Like, it wasn't just me and her. We went to get the tattoos. There were like a group of 4 or 5 of us or something, like hanging out. But we had joked that we were going to get matching tattoos. We went to the tattoo place, and she picked out the Freddy's glove tattoo is what she wanted to get. And I kept looking, and I was sort of debating about what I was going to get right up until the moment I sat down in the chair. But nothing they had was very good. Like, they had 2 Jason mask tattoos that looked all weird. They didn't look right. They had 1 Michael Myers tattoo that looked like garbage. And they had the only other one I considered was they had a creature from the Black Lagoon, like just the creature's head. The problem is, though, it's just line work, right? Like, there's no shading or anything to it, and so you couldn't really tell what the fuck that creature's head was supposed to be. It just kind of looked like a bunch of lines.
That's fair.
So I was like, there's nothing here I really want. We joked about getting matching tattoos. Fuck it, I'll get it. Why not? So I got it.
I'm not letting the truth get in the way of a good story here, right? This is like one of the funniest things.
And so it wasn't, yeah, I mean, it wasn't anything, like that. I didn't pick up some woman in Orlando.
What I heard is Rob picked up a strange woman in Orlando.
Wearing a Tom Atkins rule shirt somehow, and probably tie-dye Crocs.
No, I did not wear the only time I wore the tie-dye Crocs was Thursday night and then Sunday before I left the hotel. Because I drove home in them. Because they're comfy. So that was... And then Friday after we got the tattoo, we went to the live show. That was a lot of fun. Got to meet the host, talk to them, talk to a bunch of people from the Discord that I hadn't met yet. And then after the live show, I was kind of hungry and wanted to do some drinking. So I got on my phone and I looked up right down the street from the hotel. There was a place called Sloppy Taco Palace. And I was like, there's no way in hell I'm leaving Orlando without eating a Sloppy Taco Palace. So I recruited a group of people to go with me there. The food was awful. The drinks were awful. It was a terrible atmosphere. Service was horrible. Everything was kind of sticky.
Yeah. Sloppy,
it was pretty, my God.
It was pretty awful. And then that was back to the hotel. And then the next day we were off to Halloween Horror Nights. And we know, we've talked about this before. I don't like haunted houses.
Mm-hmm.
Also on the list of things I don't really like are theme parks. Mm-hmm. So a theme park full of haunted houses is not really built for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I spent a long goddamn day at this theme park too. I got to Universal City Walk at 1 p.m.
Oh, jeez.
We couldn't get into the park until 3 because we had this thing called Scream Early, some bullshit like that. Where you could go in a little bit earlier than the other people who had Halloween Horror Nights, just general tickets.
The normies?
We didn't leave there until, I want to say it was probably about 1:30 in the morning. There were 10 houses. We did 9 of them.
Damn.
Everything I read online was like, if you don't buy the express pass, there's no way you can do all 10 houses. That is not true. We could have done the 10th house. Our bodies gave out before we got to the 10th house, but we had the time.
Wow.
So, but yeah, it's a crazy experience down there. Like, the thing that I guess kind of frustrated me about it was they build these haunted houses with so much amazing detail, and the worlds they create are so incredible, but you spend most of your time just trying to rush through it because people are jumping out and scaring the shit out of you. You're not really able to take it in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I wish there was an option to go through these fucking houses without all the jump scares and bullshit, so I could just admire the work that they did to create these sets and these sort of worlds. It's really incredible.
Well, then you wouldn't be able to get through all 10 houses.
No, you're right. But they did, so we did the Stranger Things house first. They did an incredible job on that house, although I will admit that a lot of it I did not see because I had my eyes closed or I was staring straight down at the floor yelling. I came out of that house and people asked me how it was, and I told them it was the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
Holy God almighty.
And yeah, it was pretty scary. And also, it was the first time I'd been in a haunted house in well over 20 years. So I kind of forgot what it was like and why I hate them so much. So sort of a baptism by fire. So then the group of people that I was with, they said, all right, cool, next we're going to do the Exorcist house. And I said, fuck you, motherfuckers. This is the closest I came to tapping out. We were in line for the Exorcist house, and I kept saying, I don't want to do this. Like, why are we doing this? This is dumb. I don't want to do this. And then somebody else that we knew from the show, one of the hosts of Hacker/, actually came walking by. She had just gotten out of the Exorcist house. She knew that I was afraid of these haunted houses and did not want to do them. And I said, hey, come here. What's it like in there? And she said, what do you think of Stranger Things? And I said, it's the worst thing that's ever happened to me. And she said, you need to prepare yourself. And I said, what? And she said, just trust me. You need to prepare yourself.
Oh, man.
She was not lying. As we walked in, as we got closer to the house, I considered, I was like, I gotta get out of here. I can't do this. There's no way I'm doing this. And then I was like, you know what? You're a grown ass man. Go in the fucking haunted house.
Yeah, goddamn right. You got a blue drink in your hand, man. You get in there like a man.
I had that was the one beer that I had. It was awful. And also I did not, the beer was so bad I didn't finish it because they won't let you take drinks into the haunted house. So you either have to dump them or chug them when you get up to the front if you still have some. And I was like, fucking, I just dumped it. It was gross beer. It was like their fucking, I don't know, their beer. I don't know what it's called. Universal beer or whatever the fuck it is. It was gross. So we walk into the Exorcist house, and I'm not going to go through all these in this much detail, but we go through the Exorcist house, and when you walk in, you're in like this little like foreign market or whatever, and it's fucking scary as shit, and there's nothing in there. Like, you can clearly see there's nothing that's going to jump out and scare you, and I was already scared. And then we go through like this little curtain area, and there was like an employee there, and I was like, can I just leave? Can I get out of here now? And they didn't take me seriously, and I was like, shit, I'm stuck. I got to go through this fucking thing.
Oh.
I can tell you without a doubt that is the scariest thing I have ever experienced in my entire life. It was horrifying.
Really?
Yes. That's the one that really got me. But it made for the rest of the night a little bit easier to take because nothing was going to be that scary again.
Right.
Yeah.
The one house that we didn't do was The Last of Us. That was the one we didn't make it to.
That sounds like the best one.
I didn't play the video game and I didn't watch the TV show, so didn't really give a shit.
You've got to watch the show. It's got Pedro Pascal in it.
I think the next house we did, I'm trying to remember them in order, but there's no way I'm going to be able to, was the Chucky house.
Oh, that must have been amazing.
Chucky was cool. It was the least scary house of the entire night, though.
But was it the most fun?
It was fun. Okay. But nothing.
Yeah.
There was nothing scary in that house at all.
That's got to be a fanfare house, though. I'm not even shocked.
Yeah. And then we did Dr. Oddfellow's Twisted Origins, which is one of they have 5 like IP houses and then 5 that are like their original properties. This is one of their originals. It's like a circus theme thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty cool.
Okay.
And then we did one called The Darkest Deal, which is basically the Robert Johnson legend of the blues guy who goes down to the crossroads to sell his soul to the devil. I'm not going to lie, a little scarier than I expected it to be, but still fun.
Okay.
And then after that, I don't remember what we did, so I'm just going to go through these real quick in order. My favorite house of the night was Universal Monsters Unmasked.
Ooh.
It was scarier than I thought it would be, but the sets that they built for this thing were absolutely incredible. Like when you walked in, it was all the monsters set in Paris. So it was Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, the Phantom of the Opera, the Hunchback of Notre Dame, and the Invisible Man.
That sounds pretty cool.
Did it have the stupid fucking suitor?
No, it was old school.
Yes, let's go. Nice.
Yeah, and when you walked in, it was like there was like all this flashing lightning going on the walls and stuff, and they had like this mist that was falling down like it was raining. It was fucking awesome. And it was gorgeous inside. It was really great, and there were a couple of scares in there. One of the girls we were with really liked to laugh at me because there was the same scare got me twice. There was something that popped out. It popped out, and I jumped, and it scared the shit out of me. And then it happened again. It scared the shit out of me again.
You can't let that happen, man. Come on.
There was a house called Dueling Dragons that was a lot of fun. This was much more like the Chucky house. Like, it wasn't scary, but it was beautiful. Like, it had these it was all like castles and dragons and wizards and bullshit, you know. And they had this really cool big dragon and this awesome castle set, and there's this big fucking talking tree thing and stuff. It was absolutely amazing to go through there.
Yeah.
One I was looking forward to was an original property called Yeti Campground Kills. This is about a bunch of Yetis destroying a campground. And I thought, oh, that'd be awesome. Fucking terrifying. Hated every minute of it. Scared the shit out of me. And then the last one is sort of a witch cult kind of thing called Blood Moon Dark Offerings. Absolutely terrifying. And this one, the funny thing that happened in this house was I looked at a guy, like I literally saw the scare actor standing there, and then he jumped at me, and I screamed like a bitch. So that was Halloween Horror Nights. After that, we were exhausted. I bought, spent a bunch of money on some drinks. I had the Chucky themed drink, which was called the Heart of Damballa. I had something called Ghoul Juice. I got the pizza fries. Everybody says when you go to Halloween Horror Nights, you're supposed to get pizza fries, so I did. They were fine. Like, I don't know what the fuck the big deal was about the pizza fries. We went back to the hotel, got up Sunday morning, and left.
Where's my hat, man? You're supposed to get me that Chucky thing.
Yeah, it's in the mail. Just keep checking your mailbox for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it'll be there.
I thought you forgot me. I was gonna say, what the fuck?
It'll be there. No, of course I didn't forget. You might want to go out and wait by the mailbox right now. Just sit there and wait for it.
Well, no, the guy comes tomorrow.
Right.
Well, no, Sunday. All right.
Yeah.
I'll get Monday. It should be, right?
Yeah, just keep checking your mailbox. It'll be there. Should be there in a minute.
All right.
No, it was a lot of fun. I will say this. I would not spend the amount of money that I spent to do this again. But I'm glad that I did it. Like, it was.
I was gonna say, you've got to be glad you did it once, though, right?
Yeah. It was a good time. They have these things called scare zones, most of which were terrifying too. And that is just, they're just like these open area things so you can't walk from haunted house to haunted house without, being scared for the most part. Like, you're walking through these scare zones a lot. And those were also pretty terrifying. One of them, they're all themed. One of them, I'm pretty sure the theme was just hell. Like, it was just the most miserable I have ever been trying to walk a block in a theme park in my life.
Oh, man. So you got to take note of when you're in a scare zone or approaching one, I'd imagine, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because I kept trying to talk people into walking around them. I was like, we don't have to go that way. We could probably go around. I bet if we went the other way.
I bet.
Yeah, but they kept making me walk through them anyway.
The best part of going to that with Rob would be going to observe Rob. I
was gonna say, I bet they had a blast watching Rob.
The girl that I got the tattoo with, her and I went through pretty much every haunted house together because she was just as scared as I was.
Nice.
And everyone in our group enjoyed laughing at us more than I think they enjoyed the haunted houses themselves. And this was amplified by two things. One, another girl in our group, I later found out, whenever we were walking through the scare zones, would walk behind us and point at us so the scare actors would come scare the shit out of us. And two, the guy who was sort of leading our group lives in Orlando and has like an annual pass, so he can go to Halloween Horror Nights whenever he wants. So he's been there a bajillion times already through all the houses. So he would intentionally slow down or stop walking so that we would get scared by whatever jump scares were coming up.
Amazing.
God damn, that's hysterical.
Yeah.
So wait, so you didn't go, your group that you were with wasn't with the girl that you picked up and got the tattoo with?
No, she was. I said that she was in the group.
Oh, she was in your group. Okay, I didn't know.
She was the other one who was. She was just as scared as I was. We went through that most of the houses together. But I didn't pick her up.
That's not what I'm not letting your truth get in the way of a good story, Miss Dunford. I'm not gonna fucking do it.
Yeah, we just hung out. That's all.
You gonna tell me Santa ain't real too, son of a bitch? Let me have something, bro. Come on.
So, but it was a good fun. It was good fun. Again, there was no way I was, because there was a lot of debate back and forth about whether or not to buy the express pass. I was not buying the express pass. There was no way. It was for just the regular ticket and then the extra like get in early pass, whatever the fuck that was called. It was, I believe I paid $215.
Oh.
The express pass would have been another $220 on top of that.
Yes,
more than the ticket. More than the ticket and to get in early for the express pass. It would have been over it would have been like $435 or something.
Well, wait a minute. Is it an express pass for like the haunted things and get in early?
No.
Oh, just get in early. Okay.
No. So the ticket for the actual event was $175. And then I paid like $40 extra for the get in early. The express pass was another $220.
Okay.
And what that does is that just allows you to go up to the front of the line basically at every house.
Whenever I've heard that when people do that now, those lines are long as shit. Not as long, obviously, but they're getting pretty long too.
A lot of people do it, because that's the common belief is that's the only way you can do all 10 houses.
Fair, yeah.
We didn't find that to be true. Now, a part of that is, though, that we had this guy who was like a Halloween Horror Nights fucking expert because he'd been there so many times.
That's awesome, though.
And he was like, so what we're going to do is we're going to do this one, we're going to do this one, then we're going to walk over here and do this one. Like, he knew where we needed to go, like where the lines would be the shortest. And again, we could have done all 10 if we weren't all just like,
right,
we've been here, fucking 10 hours, like, let's go home. This is exhausting. I've had the shit scared out of me. I've spent all my money. I'm fucking tired. It's Florida. It's hot as shit. It's muggy as a motherfucker out here. Let's go home.
I got this dumbass shirt on.
Yeah.
That's awesome, though, man.
So,
let me ask you this,
really
too.
Fun time.
Absolutely. Let me ask you this, too. Because you had sent us a picture of, like, I'm very incapacitated right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like a little hut, like a gift shop or something. I think it was Chucky.
Yeah, that was a food stand. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's also. How was that shit? Like the stands, the merch shops, like shit like that. Because that's a whole nother world of it.
So mostly they weren't that bad. I mean, I was expecting the lines to be god awful at places like that because that's usually my theme park experience. But they have enough of them set up around the park. That the lines were never really bad. And I mean, as far as like merchandise stuff goes, there are gift shops everywhere selling Halloween Horror Night stuff. So yeah, that wasn't a problem at all.
Oh, man,
none of that was an issue.
Great.
And I mean, stuff was expensive, but again, you're in a theme park. What the fuck are you going to do?
Yeah. That's fucking awesome though, man.
So yeah, that was Halloween Horror Nights. It was a lot of fun. Again, for that kind of money, I would probably never do it again. But if you're really into that kind of thing, then I recommend it. I recommend it for anybody who to go down and check out. Do it at least once.
Yeah. Now I was thinking about it this year, man. Eventually, I gotta get down there, man.
And it's Universal. Like I said, the houses, everything looks fantastic. Like a lot of the houses are done on their sound stages that are there. So I mean, they just look fantastic. I mean, everything is terrific. It's not. It's not some fucking guy opening up a haunted house in his barn, with a bunch of shit he bought at Party City or whatever. I mean, this stuff looks really fucking good.
Yeah. Now that's awesome, dude. And that's the thing too. It's Universal, like you said. Disney gets a lot of the Orlando, the Florida love for that stuff, and rightfully so. I do love Disney World, but I would rather go to Universal.
Well, I tried.
Day.
They have like Mickey Mouse's Halloween Adventure or some bullshit there at Disney, and I tried to get everybody to forget about Halloween Horror Nights and let's just go do that. That'd be spooky and fun, right? But they really wanted to do Halloween Horror Nights, so I ended up there.
Standing next to Goofy in your Crocs.
Yeah, fucking. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. But be prepared because this shit is scary.
Good to hear. That's awesome.
Good to know.
No. All right, America. Thank you on the insight, Rob.
Yeah.
Good for you on going, man.
And I'm drinking my rum and diet tonight out of my Halloween Horror Nights Blinky cup that I got.
Wow, Blinky cup. That sounds like a grown man.
Yeah.
You know?
Listen, here's the deal. You buy a drink in a Blinky cup. It's a souvenir Blinky cup. You get it for normal price, and then you refill it all night with drinks.
Oh, yeah.
Like $4 cheaper.
I'm not mad at you for it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying you were making fun of something I was drinking earlier. You drinking an LED cup.
Yeah, well, I mean, the drinks were not bad. I mean, that Chucky one, it was a little too minty for me. But they had another drink there called Ghoul Juice that I thought was really good.
Ghoul Juice. It's gross.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. But gross name, but it's a good drink.
Yeah. I don't know.
And then they had another one I was going to try, but it was made with gin. And I was like, I'm old, but I'm not gin old yet.
Not yet. All right. Kudos to you, Rob.
Yeah, a lot of fun. I had a good time in Orlando.
I think I'm older than Rob.
Are you gin old, Kat?
I'm gin old.
Ugh, I can't. It's like drinking a pine tree or something. I don't know how the fuck old people do that. It's always old people drink gin.
I would never drink like straight gin, but if it's in something, I'll drink a gin and tonic pretty happily.
I will not. I went through a phase where I drank a lot of vodka tonics at the bar, and they would bring me gin and tonic a lot, because that's the typical drink, and I would be like, no,
take it back.
Take it back. Take that shit back. Or leave it here, I'll chug it, but you're bringing me a vodka tonic. That's what I ordered.
All right, fair enough. Okay, so we'll take a quick break, and we will be back with House of a Thousand Corpses. Hell of a deal. Oh, Rob, you didn't hear my Chris button. You heard it on the show.
Yeah, I heard it.
I like that button.
Hell of a deal.
Hell of a deal. Kat,
yeah,
you kind of talked about it earlier, but
yeah,
this was the one that came to mind for you for Halloween.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, mostly because I thought it was going to get contested. But I like this movie. I will go to bat for this movie. I think it gets a lot of hate, which I understand, because if you don't like Rob Zombie movies, this is very indicative of what that experience is like. But I think that Rob Zombie fans really overlook this one because The Devil's Rejects is, more polished. A lot of my favorite things about Rob Zombie movies, I think, are very prominent here. There's humor, there's gore, it's ridiculous, it's just way over the top. The soundtrack is very much like what you would expect it would be, and it's got that like 70s feel. I just really like it. I think he did a good job. I think it's silly. I think it's kind of a fun time, and I think that this one is the most fun of the trilogy, and I don't think it gets enough credit for that. It does take place on Halloween. I'm a fan. I like this one.
Me too. I like Rob Zombie movies. It comes up a lot that his diversity comes into question. And, I'm not going to argue that, but when you want this, like this type of gritty, grimy movie, very few do it better than him. On a level, because this thing, it was a high powered movie. Like it was a full blown movie. And it looked great for someone. And I know Rob Zombie's not like a struggling director or nothing. Like he's got money. I understand. But still, like he surrounded himself with people who knew what they were doing. And he put together a great project. And kind of like Kat said, this is a Rob Zombie movie. Through and through.
It sure is.
And Rob mentioned it earlier as well, that this is before Rob Zombie. Like when I explain this movie to people who haven't seen it, or even if I'm talking with people about it, my favorite thing to say about The Devil's Rejects is it was Rob Zombie learning how to make a movie. Like, he didn't know what he was doing. He just went in. And I'm going to be honest, for someone just learning how to make a movie, it is not that fucking bad. If you give an inexperienced director, brand new amount of money that he threw at this thing, they can get ridiculous. And he did get ridiculous, but it was like a controlled ridiculous, where it was everything that he was building towards, and it just worked, man. Like, I know it's not a textbook movie, but it's a lot of fun. There's not many things you could watch like The Devil's Rejects, and there's a lot of the stuff that you can watch that's like House of a Thousand Corpses. A lot of the stuff that's like House of a Thousand Corpses that you can watch came out because of House of a Thousand Corpses.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like, this thing is great, man. It's art in its own way. It's truly unique, and it's a lot of fun. And Rob, as much as you say I don't like fun, I don't know how you don't like this. As a horror fan, it's so much fun. So go ahead.
Oh, this movie's awful. The script is awful. By and large, the acting is awful.
Oh.
It is shot terribly.
Oh, come on.
It doesn't make any sense. And it's not fun. It's not good. It's a waste of talent.
I'm gonna let a lot of those pass. But it's shot really well. Like,
no,
it's
it looks bad. I don't think it looks good at all.
Oh, come on.
And you can tell he doesn't know how to make a movie because he doesn't know how to transition from one scene to another without putting something in between the two.
That's fair, but it worked here.
No, super annoying. It was like between every scene, between each scene, there was just snippets of nonsense. It was awful.
You didn't like that? You didn't enjoy the just snippets of nonsense?
No.
Huh.
No, because it just reeked of someone who doesn't know how to make a movie.
Well, he didn't know how to make a movie.
But he was figuring it out.
He wasn't completely new to this, though, too. That's the thing, though. He was in a huge rock band in the 90s. They made plenty of videos. He had been around sets. Like, he wasn't this completely new director who walked into it. Like, he had been exposed to, how these things work before.
Yeah, but dude, shooting a movie and shooting a music video are very different. I do his way around the set, sure.
Like, when I watched it, I did keep telling myself, this is his first movie. It's still bad.
No. You can tell that he's, like, passionate about this. He's having fun. He's figuring it out as he goes. Like, there's a really fun... I keep saying fun. There's a really creative energy to House of a Thousand Corpses that I think and this is true in a lot of people's careers, like when you see them have long spanning successful careers where they get this polish, and it's not that they lose interest in what they're doing, but like you can tell that they've settled into it, and there's not that excitement of doing it for the first time. You can tell that there's just a lot of passion. That's the thing that pushed this movie forward,
Right, and having passion is great, but it doesn't make your movie good.
No, but like it's something that I really appreciate about this movie more than
it's an energy.
Most Rob Zombie movies, because there's that energy where it's like they're getting together, they're making it happen.
But see, I don't feel any of that. I mean, I found this movie for a large chunk to be really boring, and it's only 89 minutes long. And we spend a lot of that time where nothing's really happening. We know stuff is going to happen, but nothing's really happening, which I don't hate in a movie if you're developing characters. But the characters aren't really being developed either. It's just nonsense that's going on. It's a fucking talent show. It's fucking, it's what the fuck? I mean, it's a mess.
I wouldn't say all the characters weren't developed. We got a good amount of time with Captain Spaulding to open the movie. And then we seen Otis, who was talking to those girls that were all, tied up and whatever was going on there.
Yeah, but those are the characters I'm not supposed to give a shit about in this movie. I'm supposed to care about Rainn Wilson and Chris Hardwick and the other two chicks.
No, you're not. You're watching a Rob Zombie movie, man.
And by the way, Otis and Baby they do not feel anything like the characters that show up in Devil's Reject. Like nothing. Those are not the same characters. They might have the same names and they might be the same actors, but those are not the same characters.
If I had permission to like redo any, to do my own timeline of any franchise, I would do the other two. I would do 2 more House of a Thousand Corpses movie that keep the Dr. Satan thread going, and where the Firefly family is the one that we get in House of a Thousand Corpses, because it is a very different. And I am interested to see when we get to Portnoy's, like where this falls for you, Rob. I know you don't like this movie, but a lot of the complaints that you had with Devil's Rejects, I feel like are different in House of a Thousand Corpses, because I don't feel they do spend more time on the villains, developing the villains. They have more backstory, they have more screen time. They're definitely the focus, but you're not supposed to feel bad for them in this. Like, it's not asking that of you. It's not putting them up against anyone more annoying or worse, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they knew that they're the villains in this movie, which I think is my favorite aspect of it overall. Other than I really like the Dr. Satan story. I like that they almost kind of forget about it, and then right at the end they toss it back in there. It's like, oh yeah, we're doing this. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, that was just dumb. I mean, the whole Dr. Satan thing was stupid.
I'll agree with that.
It's stupid. That character's stupid. The giant burned guy's character, whatever the fuck, that one's stupid. There are a lot of fucking characters in this movie, first of all. There's a lot of Firefly fucking family characters. I don't know who the fuck they are, where they came from, or what they're doing in this movie, because none of it's explained to me.
I feel like you're looking for rules that don't necessarily... Dude, this guy does what the fuck he wants. And that's kind of what I like about Rob
but that
Zombie.
doesn't make it good. Like, there are ways that you can tell a story, and you can break from the conventions of telling a story to tell it in your own way, but you still have to tell a story.
Did he tell a story?
No, he doesn't. He just presents a lot of nonsense.
He did present some nonsense at the end, but throughout the movie, it was pretty cut and dry, man. These good old-fashioned white folk, they found themselves in a fucked up spot of town, man, with some fucked up people. And
that's not a story, though. That's the thing. I don't know any of these characters to give a shit about any of them. And I don't even really, towards the end of the movie, I don't even know what's happening. At some point, she's in a tunnel running around. I don't know where the fuck that came from. Like, this movie is a jumbled fucking mess.
Again, I think you're looking for rules, man. He wants you to know the villains. He wants you to know.
Yeah, but I don't even know them.
Yeah, you figured out what they were. It was.
I mean, I know Spaulding, sort of. I mean, it's not even revealed he's a villain until the end of the fucking thing.
Okay, well, he does kill a guy in the intro.
The guy that was trying to rob him?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the guy fucking came in with a gun. I'd have killed him too. Given a chance. You know what I mean?
Awesome scene, by the way.
No, stupid scene. Stupid. That scene, you know what that reeked of? That entire robbery scene reeked of Rob Zombie trying to write dialogue the way that Quentin Tarantino does, but being Rob Zombie and not Quentin Tarantino.
You know, I never knew why I liked that scene. That might be it.
It was, it was terrible. It was the worst knockoff version of Tarantino ever. It was terrible.
When he told him to put his hands up and Captain Spaulding put his hands up and was flipping him the double bird, you didn't, come on, man.
I saw it. Yeah. It's stupid.
No, it was, dude, that's our introduction to the movie. And he stands at Captain Spaulding.
I know, that's the problem.
Take back what you said about the performances, man. Sid Haig was incredible in this.
Sid Haig was good. He was good. Okay. Everybody else in the movie was terrible.
Bill Moseley was terrible.
Bill Moseley was bad in this movie. I did not like his performance in this movie. I don't know what he was trying to do. And look, I will admit this about his performance as Otis in this movie. I have seen Devil's Rejects more times than I have seen this movie. I am probably more comfortable with that version of Otis than this version of Otis. And I don't think it's necessarily his fault that it's not the same character in the other movie. But I
agree
did
with
not
that.
like this version of that character. So and maybe that's me blaming that on him when it's not really his fault. But I found Sherry Moon Zombie to be overly annoying in this movie. And I'm not a person who slams her as an actress. I think she's fine for what she does in these movies, but she's super annoying in this movie. The other performers, whatever. But I mean, you've got Rainn Wilson, you've got Chris Hardwick, you've got people who are decent at least, and they're not good in this movie.
Okay, Rainn
Jesus
Wilson
Christ,
was
man.
pretty good in this, I think.
No, he wasn't.
He was fun. He was charismatic, which is not something that we get to see Rainn Wilson do very often.
Yeah, see, I didn't find him charismatic at all. I just found him to be Rainn Wilson, who shouldn't try to be charismatic ever.
I think in a weird way, this is his most charismatic role, which is crazy.
It's a weird role for him to have. Like, if anything, I would have flipped the two of them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I admit it. I noted that rather. This is a very interesting, and because I've seen House of a Thousand Corpses, I've seen Devil's Rejects more as well, and I do like Devil's Rejects more than this movie. But this is like to me, because I've seen Devil's Rejects more, it's an interesting Otis, even though this is the Otis we first see. But I do like the Devil's Rejects and even Three from Hell, because it was like a carryover of that Devil's Rejects character. And I did note that this is it's a different Otis.
He doesn't even look the same. He has a different look in this movie.
His hair is different.
Yeah, it's fucking weird and stupid. I don't understand.
I felt like he was going for Chop Top again. You get that vibe, or was it just me? Not full blown the character, but looks.
I could see a little bit of that.
Oh, well,
yeah.
looks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I got very much Chop Top vibes. And
he should have just played Chop Top. That would have made it better.
In this movie, yeah. Devil's Rejects, no. But I didn't mind it. Like, it wasn't like he was bad. I mean, he was playing this cult or whatever the fuck these people are, man. He fit in. He was perfect for what he was.
As much as anybody could.
Really, so this is something I'm going to have it. I was kind of hoping Rob would back me on this, and it seems like he's not going to. I actually like Otis's character. Not like's the wrong word. I find Otis's character more interesting in House of a Thousand Corpses than I do in Devil's Rejects because he is scarier. I think he's creepier. He's skeezier. They don't try to make you sympathize with him. He's not like a vigilante family man. He's like the black sheep in a family of monsters. But it doesn't make him good. It just makes him like a different kind of evil, which I thought was really interesting. He's like going through his rebellious anarchist phase in just this really fucked up family, which I thought was interesting.
I don't disagree with that. I mean, I don't know that I would go so far as to call him interesting, but
See, I would rather see this version of Otis than because I do feel like he gets really just kind of this family's equivalent of an alpha male in Devil's Rejects, where he's like, I've got to protect my family and I've got all these big guns and don't you fucking look at my sister, it's like a weird, it's a shift. And I think that's a lot easier to pull off. I think this had, I don't want to say more nuance because it's a Rob Zombie movie, but it had a different angle that we don't get to see very often.
Yeah. I mean, to me, that it was just, I wasn't expecting that because I have gotten used to the Devil's Rejects version of Otis. So to see him in this movie where he's nothing like that,
right?
It's kind of like, well, what the fuck? This isn't even the same character. And again, I was blaming that on Bill Moseley, and it's not really his fault. That's Rob Zombie's fault. He didn't write the same character consistently across the two movies.
No, there's a hard shift in between House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects.
But but for the record, I don't like Otis in either movie.
Jesus. Yeah, I don't mind him here at all. It was just different. That's all. But yeah, I like the character in both. I don't know, Rob. You fucking, I'll get you, man.
It's a mess. It's What do I say? That is my complaint about a lot of movies that you like, Mikey. And I don't know what it is that you find appealing about these movies. Like Terrifier 2, I always say the same thing. It's a fucking mess.
But that's okay.
No, it's not. It makes it unpleasant to watch.
We're watching horror movies, man. This is a horror movie. It's just different genre of it, sure, but like at its core, like that's what it is, man. It's
right, I get that, but I've seen good horror movies.
Right, and this isn't
one of them.
There's all different kinds, man, and just it being balls to the wall and doing its thing and not giving a fuck and throwing. That's the thing too. They didn't throw an excessive amount of blood. They kept it. It was a really good balance, man. It's a gritty movie. You're not going to get textbook from a gritty movie, and there's room for those.
You can. Texas Chainsaw Massacre does it pretty well. I don't have any complaints about that movie.
Yeah, but very different approach.
To me, it's just a mess. There's too much going on and too short of a runtime where you cannot possibly explain to me who all these people are and what is happening.
What I just heard is that Rob wanted this movie to be longer.
If it would be better, then yes. Because what I've got now is an 89-minute movie that feels like it's 3 hours long because it's just nonsense and I don't know what's going on.
I'll give you a little on that. This watch, I don't know if it's this watch. I never really noticed this before. At least it didn't stick out. It felt a little long. And it could have something to do with it bouncing around a bit the way it did. And, because then you lose track of time and what's going on a little bit. And it's just, I feel like it has something to do with it. So I'll give you, it did feel a little long. And that's when you don't have the experience to structure a movie properly. I feel like that's where that comes from with Rob Zombie's inexperience, which he figured it out eventually, but with this one, it was a little erratic. It did pop around a little bit, and I'll give you that. It felt a little long, and it wasn't that it was a long movie in sense of time, but if you shorten it, then it's like, is it feature length and you get into all that shit. So I don't know. I would have given it the pass since it's his first movie and you can cut out certain things just to save time. And yeah, I wouldn't have been mad at that. But I mean,
you don't have to shorten it. You just have to make better use of the time that you have.
That is true too. But I'm saying in the finished product that he did, you're better off shortening it. You're right though. That is an option. But fuck, man, can't make you happy at all.
I wouldn't want it to be short.
Like you thought this was going to make me happy. Like that was the goal of this movie. We're going to watch this and Rob's going to love it. Come on. That's like me expecting you to give The Cabin in the Woods a good score. Come on.
You guys did somehow.
Not good, it just better. We just expected better.
That was the best I could do. I don't know, man. The cutscenes I thought were interesting, though. Like, you were shitting on them.
They're weird, and it just points out the fact that he doesn't know how to transition yet.
That's fair.
Which is fine, but he throws in all this weird stylized shit that does nothing but draw attention to the fact that he doesn't know what he's doing yet.
But they were cool.
Yeah, I kind of liked them. And so I wouldn't want this to be shorter. This feels a lot shorter to me already than Devil's Rejects or Three from Hell. Mostly because I did not like the cop character in Devil's Rejects. He made that movie feel double the length that it was. So like this one already feels shorter for me, but I love that, like, the very stylistic feel that this has. I liked the little intermission clips. I liked the editing. I liked that they had kind of these just very strange additional sequences. I like that it was more vibes than plot in some places. Yeah. It was just like that. It was just Rob Zombie doing what he wanted to do, and it worked for me. I would have liked a longer version of this movie. The one big complaint that I do have about House of a Thousand Corpses is that while I think it's very interesting to show more of the like villain characters and to have a higher focus and more development for them than the traditional protagonists. I don't like how little character development they got. Rainn Wilson, I think, was kind of interesting in this. But I don't know if that's because his character was interesting or because it was interesting to see Rainn Wilson specifically in that role. My one complaint, and where I would have used like the extra, if I could have made this movie 30 minutes longer and been able to tell the two women apart in this movie, that would have been great.
Yeah, those two women did have sort of a Saw whatever thing going on where they looked like they were the same person.
They're interchangeable.
Yeah.
I've probably seen this movie more than like either of you, very possibly more than both of you put together, and I cannot tell the two of them apart.
I can tell you this is, I think, the third time I've watched this movie now. So.
Also, can we start normalizing haunts at gas stations? That'd be pretty nice.
Yes.
Come on, Rob. That was cool.
I've had my fill of haunts. I'm good.
That's all I want. I want to fill up my car and also be scared, go on a murder ride, and eat some hot chicken.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. And don't forget to get your fried chicken on the way. By the way, I'm never getting on anything called a murder ride. Like, just not going to happen.
Oh, there's no way you'd miss the murder ride. If you stop at a gas station and they're like, want to buy tickets to the murder ride, you have to say yeah. That's the other thing I would have used my extra like 30 minutes or whatever on. I want to see the conversation where Spaulding pitches the murder ride.
I don't know. So there was one thing I liked in this movie.
Oh,
one thing, and one thing only. I'm pretty sure. Maybe you guys will be able to convince me of something else. But there was one thing I liked, and that was the really almost comically long yet effective shot of complete silence before Otis shoots the cop. That was done
that shot
perfectly. It was so great how the camera sort of swooped up and everything, all the sound just disappeared, and you're just waiting. Like, you know he's going to shoot this guy, but they hold it just that extra little bit longer than you anticipate, and it that was really effective, and I really did like that.
All right. Yeah, there were a lot of good spots in this movie.
So yeah, for like a 20-second clip, Rob Zombie really directed.
Well, hey man, another thing that I pointed out, I noted down about this movie, the sets looked great, and it, like, even as down to as simple as when they got to Sherry Moon Zombies, their house, and they're sitting at that table with all the candles on it. Like, that looked cool, man.
It looked stupid. The only thing I kept thinking is, who the fuck had to light all those candles?
Oh my God.
Can you imagine sitting there having to light those candles one by one? Wow, there's no fucking way. I hated that.
No, I also really liked the sets. I liked the lighting. Like, this is one of the most colorful, grimy movies you've ever seen.
Yeah.
I felt like everything was bathed in a red light all the time. It was annoying.
You just are a miserable motherfucker, aren't you?
You made me watch this movie.
I brought it up already, but I really love the editing in this. Rob made fun of Showtime. But I love that sequence. Like, just the way that it's put together. I really liked the shots. I really liked the way that it was styled. I really liked Sherry Moon's performance there. Oh, and you know what? Also, while I'm talking about Sherry Moon, I think I can't say this across the franchise about Baby Firefly, but I really like her in House of a Thousand Corpses. Not like I'm rooting for her at any point, not like I think she's redeemable. That was not ever something I wanted from these characters, and they did not give it to me in House of a Thousand Corpses. But we talk about this sometimes. We don't have enough just like female bad guys in horror movies. And I like that in this one installation, she's just as irredeemable as everybody else.
Yeah, I can see that.
They kind of try to save her in it, like it's like, oh, we've got to rescue baby in Devil's Rejects. And I was like, no, you don't.
Yeah.
She was also really annoying in that movie, but I really liked her in this one. Like, she's just evil. She's playing with people. She's, like fucking around like everybody else is. And it's one thing that I really liked.
This is the only movie that I've found her to be bad in, I think. Like, I think that she gets shit on a lot for what she did in The Munsters, but I think she was just doing what she was told to do in that movie.
I think she did exactly what everyone wanted. Not everyone, but she did what they told her to do for The Munsters.
Yeah, like I think that she was, is it annoying? Yeah, but that was exactly what they wanted. I'm not sure if that's what he wanted from her in this movie or not, but she's super fucking annoying. That goddamn giggle was driving me crazy in this movie.
See, I'd watch her like 100 times in this before. I don't know what it was. Oh, actually, I do know what it was. I remember the line that did it. Tutti fucking fruity made me want to kill somebody in Devil's Rejects.
I hate that.
I like it.
It's fucking dumb, Mikey.
Tutti fucking fruity. Come on.
So yeah, I was not a fan of her in Devil's Rejects, but I like her in House of a Thousand Corpses. I really like my favorite quote from the movie is I like to get fucked up and do fucked up shit, because it's the vibe of this movie.
How they didn't kill Goober, I'll never know. And Goober, by the way, I did take a note. He was my favorite character in the entire film.
I'm glad that you took a note about Goober. When you said that maybe we could convince you that something else was good in this movie, my first thought was Goober. It's like, there's no way that Rob
I did like Goober. Hell, we got more backstory on Goober than we do just about anybody else in this movie. He got the job. He got a name tag. It said G Uber. Somebody added an O to it. That guy's a dick. And now his name tag reads Goober. That's more backstory than we get for anybody else in this film.
Some guy was a dick. All right. Do you guys have anything else you want to move into reviews and whatnot?
Yeah, we can move into reviews and whatnot.
I'm interested. Somebody needs to look up. Don't tell me until after I give my Portnoy for this score, but somebody needs to look up the Portnoy that I gave Devil's Rejects. I'm interested to see which one I rate higher.
Okay.
I'm also I'm interested to see.
Because I honestly don't remember what I gave Devil's Reject.
Okay. I got it ready.
Rob is not going to like my score for this.
Oh, mine either. I don't care.
I'm just going to throw that out there now.
That's all right. That's going to be universal across the board.
All right. None of us are going to agree with any of our other scores. Okay. So, although actually I take that back because Rob, I think, is going to appreciate the Rotten Tomatoes score. House of a Thousand Corpses has an official tomato meter of 21%.
Whoa.
I mean, I'm going to be honest, 21% seems high.
Oh, come on.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, there are some movies, like even Devil's Rejects. Like, I don't like that movie, but I feel like it is a well-made movie. This one I don't even think is well-made.
Well, it does have an audience score of 65%. The audience liked it more. IMDb has it at an even 6. So I have 3 reviews for this, but I had to do an honorable mention, like just for the title of one, because, and I don't even know if I can say this. One of the review titles is 10 out of 10. Horror just got more horror.
Okay.
You said you didn't know if you could say it. I thought it was going to say or something. And Mikey had to bleep you.
Damn it, Rob.
No, I would say.
Okay.
Okay.
It's okay to say if you use it in a sentence.
No, it's not.
But yeah, I just I really liked that title. Okay, but we have a good review, a bad review, and then one that I just thought was really like honest. We'll put it that way. So our bad review, 2 out of 10 stars from Mr. M. Bunch. I don't read the names until we're live on this show, and sometimes I'm just not prepared for.
You weren't prepared for M. Bunch?
No, I was not. If you've ever dreamed of being a filmmaker, Do not watch this disaster. It opens up this movie, if definitive proof that life is not fair. There are probably thousands, maybe tens of thousands of people who would sell their firstborn child to be able to make a film with the budget and resources that went into House of a Thousand Corpses. They'll never get that chance. Rob Zombie did, not because he demonstrated any ability or skill as a filmmaker, but because he was a rock star. And what's really unfair is that Zombie took the opportunity and created one of the worst and least scary cinematic goulashes you'll ever see. There's not much plot. There's literally not much more of a plot to this thing than 4 kids get lost in the backwoods and are brutalized by a family of weirdos. It's like a script was not actually written, but instead someone just took dictation and Zombie paced back and forth one night rambling away about how this happens and then that happens and then this other thing happens. You could take the last 40 minutes or so of this film, randomly switch around the scenes, and it would make exactly as much sense.
This person fucking gets it.
God damn it.
As dispiritingly bad as this movie is, Zombie got to make a sequel to it. That's the sort of unfairness that drives people to contemplate suicide. In fairness to Zombie, however, The Devil's Rejects is much more professionally competent product. It still sucks hard, but maybe if he gets the chance to make like 200 or 300 more movies, he might finally come up with something halfway decent.
I feel like M. Bunge sees me.
I think Rob might be M. Bunge.
Yeah.
I feel like M. Bunge and I are on the same level.
All right, I hope you have a good.
I will say, I do want to say this though about what M. Bunge wrote there.
Okay.
I don't begrudge Rob Zombie the opportunity to make a film. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I get it. He's a rock star, and that certainly gave him a leg up in being able to make a film. But I think also part of that is through the image and everything that he crafted for himself as a rock star to be able to make this particular film. It made sense for him to make this movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm saying that clearly or not, but I don't begrudge him that
No,
opportunity.
I get it. I also don't. I think you should be allowed to make whatever kind of weird art you want, whether or not it's well received.
Sure. Although I do think that after you make this movie, you shouldn't be allowed to make any more. But
not 200 or 300 more. You know, if he hadn't been allowed to make more movies, you wouldn't have the monsters.
That is true. He nailed that one.
All right. So our second review comes from Sexy Tale on IMDb.
Ooh.
10 out of 10 stars. Anyone
Jesus
who hated this movie should not be watching horror films.
Ah.
You like horror films? Have you seen the original 1974 Texas Chainsaw Massacre? If not,
tell me about that obscure film. Jesus Christ, I think I joined a Facebook group, this fucking moron.
If not, do yourself a favor and go watch it, and then come back and treat yourself to Rob Zombie's wonderful homage, House of a Thousand Corpses. This film is all about homage and humor, but it would be wrong to call it a parody. This film is really lovingly done. Mind you, this isn't in the same class No, I was right the first time. This isn't in the same class as movies like Apocalypse Now and Citizen Kane. I'm gonna let that one sit in. It is, however, still beautiful. The style is almost an overkill and is where most of the entertainment is derived from. The story is secondary. Like many a horror film, it's about a group of young people who go where they shouldn't and piss off. I can't believe I had to censor that word. Apparently IMDb does not like when you say piss. Some creepy hicks. In this case, they're looking for Dr. Satan, a local legend who might just be real. From there, it follows the Texas Chainsaw Massacre formula pretty closely, but far better than any of the film's sequels ever did. The film is very inventive and keeps from being boring or predictable. I was able to guess at a few things, but then again, I watch a lot of horror films. The real standout is the use of color. The photography is surprisingly good for horror effort. Another big reason to watch is Sid Haig, who acted in many 70s classic exploitation efforts. The guy has always been fun to watch and is really funny here. After this, I am really looking forward to Zombies: The Devil's Rejects.
I don't find anything in this movie funny. Like, what was funny?
Sid Haig.
Absolutely.
I didn't even find him funny.
No, he was hilarious.
I just don't find it funny. I don't.
Rob, he was wearing a shirt that on the back it said, "If I want to hear from an asshole, I'd fart."
Yeah, that's
Come
dumb.
on, man.
That's not funny. That's just dumb.
It's funny. He wore the shirt. They up closed it like 3 times.
I know they did because he doesn't know how to shoot a movie.
No, we wanted you to see the shirt.
I saw the shirt. Saw it the first time. Didn't laugh then. I didn't need to see it 2 more times to not laugh at it. This isn't a funny movie. I'm sorry. It's just not.
You're crazy, man.
And it's not. Everybody says that about Rob Zombie movies. They're always like, it's an homage to Texas Chainsaw. How many fucking homages to that goddamn movies this guy need to make? None of them are as good.
He's a fan, dude. That's what fans will do. Come on.
All right. And
that person gets a candy bar.
Oh, you spiteful bastard.
Sexy tail?
Yeah,
No.
Sexy Tail gets a candy bar right out of my tail. Fucking coming up with this bullshit of have you ever heard of 1974's Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
I also just want to throw out that since then, for 3 more years, Sexy Tail continued to review movies on IMDb, none of which were The Devil's Rejects, and then came back 3 years after that to review Seven Nights of Darkness specifically, and no more.
Well, they watch a lot of horror movies too.
They watch a lot of horror.
They told us that like 3 times in the review.
Yeah, that's fair. He might get a candy. Yeah, give him like one of the little tiny ones you give out, not a full
No, they get a big giant one.
That's a 10 out of 10 to Zodiac, Rob. So,
Well,
you know.
All right, a medium-sized one then.
All right. And then this one I thought was really interesting. I was hoping that this was going to be Rob's take on the movie, but I saved it just in case we didn't hear this from him, which seems to be the case. This is from Coventry, 9 out of 10. Is a horror fan entitled to have a second opinion? I already had a user comment for House of a Thousand Corpses submitted here on the site dated over a year ago, and it was not very praising. In fact, my first viewing of this film was so disappointing that I excessively discouraged other people here from watching it. Rather than to simply ignore the old comment and pretend that I had never bashed it, I wish to write a new, more positive review, if only to convince other people who also disliked it at first to give it a second change. Not a second chance, second change.
Second changes are very important.
Several factors like praising reviews on the Devil's Rejects sequel and conversations with fellow horror nerd fans nearly forced me to rewatch House of a Thousand Corpses, and I'm glad I did. This truly is a film that requires multiple viewings before one can properly judge it. Rob Zombie's style is often innovating and so overwhelming that it might look overly hectic at first, but in reality, his dedication towards obscurity and his knowledge on classic cinema is one of the best things that could ever happen to the horror genre. And that is something you, or at least I, must discover with repeated viewing.
Because when I think of Rob Zombie films, I think of all the innovation that's happening.
It's so innovative.
Repeated viewings, Rob. You got to watch another couple more times tonight.
Yeah. No, sadly, that was not my review for this film. I would actually like to discourage more people from watching this movie, if at all possible.
Oh, my God.
All right.
Rob.
You could hope, though.
All right.
All right, Rob. You got facts about this great film?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Buckle in. There's a lot of facts about this one. Estimated budget, $7 million. Worldwide gross, 16.8.
Limited release. Okay.
There is more than one instance where you see a poster for 2 missing young boys. The boys on the poster were actually pictures of Rob Zombie and his brother as children.
Oh.
I do not remember seeing that through the film, but I'll take their word for it.
No, watch it one more time. See if you like it better.
Yeah, catch them.
In 2014, Rob Zombie acknowledged the movie's cult following, but admitted that he himself is not fond of the film. He called the movie a calamitous mess, and he said, "All I see is flaw upon flaw upon flaw upon flaw," and he's not wrong.
Brilliant. He needs to watch it one more time.
Damn.
Most of the cutaway scenes were filmed in Rob Zombie's basement after filming had wrapped. He would invite cast members over to his house on the weekends, and he shot the footage himself on a 16mm handheld camera.
That sounds like a trap. Like, I'm
Right.
glad he did it because I liked those scenes, but if I had starred in House of a Thousand Corpses and then he was like, "Want to come over to my house? I'm gonna film you with a handheld camera as an intermission sequence," I'd be like, "No,
No, not doing
I
it.
don't want that. Thanks."
Let's see. The movie was made into a haunted house for Universal's Halloween Horror Nights in 2010 and again in 2019. Would you go through that haunted house, Mikey?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Toby Hooper was a fan of the film upon its release. As a result, he offered Sherry Moon Zombie a supporting role in his then upcoming movie, The Toolbox Murders. He loved her character and the way she performed in this film. She initially turned the role down. She apparently had no desire to be a full-time actress. She only wanted to appear in Rob Zombie's movies. She eventually relented as a personal favor because Hooper and Zombie were friends. And she's not appeared in anything that has not been directed by Rob Zombie other than a very short role in the series Californication. This woman doesn't even want to be an actress, and everybody's shitting on her about how she acts.
Yeah,
That's
man.
not fair.
Yeah, leave her alone. She's fine.
I agree.
The actual house is the same house used in The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas from 1982. It can be viewed during Universal Studios' tram ride. And during the filming of this movie, Universal refused to stop the tram tours, which delayed filming during many scenes.
That's
They had to
amazing.
stop and break while the fucking tram came through.
That's very funny.
In the DVD commentary, Rob Zombie says that Jake McKinnon couldn't see very well in his costume. In the scene where he swings a real axe at Denise, his vision was so bad that he could have seriously injured her if she didn't move fast enough. Zombie says on the commentary, "We just assumed she'd get out of the way."
Oh my god.
Wow. Okay.
Universal Pictures was the original production company. They refused to release the film, however, because they believed it would be given an NC-17 rating by the MPAA.
Okay.
A part was cut in the robbery sequence where Spaulding pressed a panic button that alerted Ravelli to the robber's presence, which explains why he burst into the door with his mask ready to go. Which, again, really didn't make sense when you watch the movie, but here we are. Not a lot does.
Wow.
Karen Black plays Mother Firefly in this film, but she had a salary dispute during pre-production to the sequel, so she was replaced by Leslie Easterbrook in The Devil's Rejects.
That
Otis and Baby's Bizarre Rants during the home movie segments were inspired by the Charles Manson family's supposed home movies.
Okay.
As Harrison Young's character looks out the window at the children trick-or-treating, you can see the house used in the original Munsters, which is located on the Universal backlot. And his house in the movie is the home that was used in the television show Leave It to Beaver.
Holy shit. Okay.
Near the beginning of the film, Captain Spaulding tells Bill that he took over the shop right after the Duke nabbed his Oscar, speaking about John Wayne winning the award. Later in the film, Spaulding tells the sheriff that don't get all True Grit on my ass, which is a reference to his previous comment. True Grit from 1969 is the only time John Wayne ever won an Oscar. That also means, if you do the math, he's been running that place for about 7.5 years, which was the initial question that he was asked.
Too damn long.
Yeah. The film's script was constantly changing, leading to an entirely different ending at one point. Originally, Grandpa Hugo was going to be revealed as the Mad Doctor, who in the rough cut was not even called Dr. Satan. Yeah, I told you, this thing's a fucking mess. Rob Zombie has said that he was constantly shooting 2 versions of the gorier scenes to appease Universal. For instance, a shot at the start of the film in which the robber was stabbed with the axe when he's on the floor. It was shot in 2 ways, one with blood and one without blood. There's an original 105-minute version of the film that was screened at a film festival prior to Lionsgate picking it up. The version leaked online on a peer-to-peer website. However, it was quickly replaced by the screener of the actual film. But it is extremely rare, but you can find the full-length version out there in certain places.
Wow.
Harrison Young is wearing an almost identical outfit to the one he wore when he played the older Ryan in the 1998 Steven Spielberg film Saving Private Ryan.
Okay.
This film would establish Sherry Moon Zombie as a scream queen, which is rather ironic because she has said before that she does not like horror movies. They scare her too much.
Oh my God. I hate that.
Sherry Moon Zombie is the one who came up with tiny cereal, which is called Agatha Crispies.
I had forgotten it was called Agatha Crispy.
I didn't notice it in the film. That may have made me laugh had I seen that in the film.
I think I noticed for the first time, like in the theater.
Yeah.
But then I didn't take notice of it today while I was watching.
Right. No. Rob Zombie described Otis as a cross between cult leader Charles Manson and blues rock artist Johnny Winter.
Of course.
In subsequent films, this is my own commentary here, he drops the Johnny Winter part of that entirely. According to Rob Zombie, the close-up shot of the mop and the bloody bucket was the most challenging shot in the film to get right.
What?
Why?
I don't know. There was no further information given.
I can't be right.
According to the 2023 book House of Rejects, the making of Rob Zombie's Firefly trilogy, he had originally sought to cast Johnny Ramone as Stucky, though the legendary musician declined the part, citing concerns over his acting ability. Despite that, Ramone still turned out to the film's premiere because he wanted to show support for the project and its director.
Look at that, a gentleman.
Yeah, I don't know who Stucky is. That's the thing. Reading through here, I don't know who the fuck a lot of these characters are. Because it's a poorly written film.
All right.
All right, and finally, there was originally going to be an entire subplot about the skunk ape, but it was ultimately relegated to a cutaway sequence.
Okay.
I have no idea what that would have looked like. Last thing this movie needs is more fucking subplots that don't make sense. All right, that's all the trivia I have for this bullshit.
All right.
I do want to point out, if you want to see this movie done right, check out the 1991 film Nothing But Trouble, starring Dan Aykroyd, Chevy Chase, and John Candy.
Oh, get out of here.
Yeah, first of all, no. Second of all, I really thought you were going to say the 1974 Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
No, I'm serious. Nothing But Trouble is a better version of this movie.
It is not.
Mind?
Digital Underground shows up in it, Mikey.
I know. I love Tupac, but no, it's still nothing. Are you crazy?
I'm just saying, it's a better version of this same movie.
Okay, Rob. Jesus.
It's actually funny in parts.
A couple here and there. All right, let's Portnoy this thing. I cannot wait to see what you do to this poor fucking movie. Kat, you want me to go first or you want to go?
You can go first if you want.
Okay. I gave The Devil's Rejects a 9.3.
Yeah.
You're a goddamn idiot.
Oh.
Seriously.
What the hell's wrong with
Seriously,
you, man?
You're an idiot.
No, I'm not. The Devil's Rejects was a great movie. Anyway, this one, this is not quite the caliber of Devil's Rejects to me. I feel it was a more refined film. I liked Otis a little
the refined taste of The Devil's Reject.
More refined than the House of a Thousand Corpses. I didn't say refined in general. It's more refined.
Well, you did give it a 9.3.
Well, I love that movie.
You're a
but
moron.
Rob Zombie got the grasp of making a movie in that one. You know, it was more polished. It was more a movie. He had his bearings under him. Was my point, Rob. But yeah, I think this was a great movie. It was a lot of fun. It was very different. It was a vibe. It was something we haven't really seen before. And that's a good thing, man. Like there are people who like some dark shit, and this hits those notes for them.
I think there's a reason we haven't seen this before.
Well, it did pretty well. And I have the anniversary DVD in my collection, which Rob unfortunately did not get. I love it, man. It's a great movie. And I'm going to go with a 7.8. I was going to go 9. 7.8.
Mikey, you and I are right there. I did give it a 7.9.
Damn, man. Oh, fuck.
We're so close on this one.
I should have pulled the trigger on the 9. All right, I'll stick with the 8, though. All right.
All right. What did Kat give Devil's Rejects? Just out of curiosity.
Kat gave Devil's Rejects a 7.1. Kat, this is higher.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay.
I stand by that.
Wow. All right.
I did not remember offhand what I gave Devil's Rejects, but that feels about right.
All right. That's fair. Same ballpark, give or take. All right. I'm not too mad.
Like, it's high enough where it's like, it's one of those things I can appreciate that there were better filmmaking qualities in Devil's Rejects, but personal preference, I do prefer this one. So, like, about a point of difference, little less than a point of difference,
Okay.
feels
right.
correct.
That's fair. All right, Rob, you need to give this movie a 6.7 for it to be approved.
All right, let's see what happens, huh?
Yeah, let's see. Let's see.
Right.
Push it over the bar.
House of a Thousand Corpses. This movie is us being forced to watch someone try to learn how to make a movie. Doesn't make any sense. It's poorly written. It doesn't look good. Performances aren't that great. The best thing in the movie is a shot that lasts about 25 seconds. The best character in the movie is on screen for maybe 35 seconds, which means out of 89 minutes, I got 60 seconds of enjoyability out of this fucking mess of a film. I give it a 1.3.
Are you fucking kidding?
Nope.
That's rough.
It's a 1.3. I am curious to know what I gave Devil's Rejects, though.
Yeah,
Devil's
Devil's Rejects
1.3, right?
Yeah, you gave it a 3.3, 2 whole points.
All right. He learned how to make a movie.
Right.
Yeah, it makes sense. He learned how to make a movie. He didn't make a good one, but he learned how to do it at least. At least it's
Devil's
watchable.
Rejects didn't even have Fish Boy.
Oh, that was so dumb.
Do you want to give, like, I don't know, 6 points to Fish Boy?
No, I might take away a point for Fish Boy. That was so stupid.
Jesus, Rob, a 1.3.
1.3, and he's lucky to get that.
That is shameful.
You gave Buffy a 2.7.
Yeah, Buffy was actually like a movie. It wasn't like me watching someone learn how to do things.
Shout out to Shark
Fizzle. It was exactly like that.
No, it wasn't. This was literally watching someone not know what they're doing.
My God.
I cannot. You gave Perfect Blue a 6.3.
I liked Perfect Blue.
I don't know how. It's ridiculous.
It was a good cartoon.
I don't know what to say to you anymore, man. I don't get it. That's crazy. Lake Alice, you gave it 3.3. These are movies that are better than the House of a Thousand Corpses to you.
Yes.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Yes, there are many, many movies that are better than House of a Thousand Corpses.
Oh, this is interesting. You gave All Hallows Eve less than House of a Thousand Corpses.
Another bad movie.
How do you feel about that?
I'm fine with it.
Oh my God, Rob, you rated this the same as Final Destination 5. Why do you hate Final Destination 5?
I think the question should be, why does everyone else like Final Destination so fucking much?
How?
Fuck me, man. I'm disgusted in you.
You can't make an 89-minute movie and have me bored and checking the runtime constantly and expect me to give you a good score.
Unbelievable.
Okay. All right, I see how it is. That's fucked up, man. Real fucked up.
Needless to say, this is another banger that is not going to be Slasher Radio approved.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 5.7, man.
Yeah.
Shit, Rob.
I can't believe it's that high.
We're lower than IMDb on this, guys.
You guys overrated this movie.
No,
I did not.
All right. Well, I'll be happy with yourself. You got to sleep with this at night.
I will sleep like a baby.
All right. That's it for House of a Thousand Corpses. Guys, check us out on Twitter @SlasherRadio. I just uploaded clip on YouTube. I made a little template for YouTube. I'll see how much time I have to do it going forward. I'm going to try my best to have little snippets whenever we do interviews. I will be putting more up from our Ryan Turek interview. So there will be short little clips as opposed to like the whole episode going up on there. I feel like that's a little better and more consumable for the attention span that media users have today. And it's like a fucking 4-minute video. And but nonetheless, you can check that out on our YouTube at Slasher Radio if you want to. You can find it on our Twitters too. Patreon.com/Slasher Radio. Support the show, please. Tier starting as low as $3 a month. The fucking tier 2 gets you an extra show every week. And, we have tiers that you can get free merch and all kinds of stuff. So check it out. It's free to look. There's also a free trial. And I'm at Mikey's Dead on Twitter. You can also check out Cult FM, the other show that I do with Little Miss Huge Clown Penis.
Huge Clown Penis.
Ali Surreal. It's Cult FM, wherever you're listening to Slasher Radio. This week we talked about, what did we talk about? Remakes and sequels, movies that should get them. So that was an interesting conversation. You came up a couple times, Rob.
I bet you guys picked some really good ones.
Of course. Bangers. Only bangers. Yeah, that's it. What about you, Rob?
I wanted to real quick say that in 1993, Tony Danza broke his back while he was skiing in Utah. He had plates, rods, and screws put into his spine. And it was a bad stretch for him because he lost his house in the Northridge earthquake on January 16th of 1994. So that was rough, but he overcame it.
What the fuck did that have to do with anything?
I thought that was interesting.
We didn't have a news segment. I almost forgot.
Yeah, I just came across that and I thought it was interesting.
Do you want to also check the Slasher Radio chat real fast?
Oh, Jesus. Wait, hold on. You're not fucking getting me. If I'm going to...
Get the fuck out of here! Go ahead, go back to turning tricks and old folk and you'll pay in the ass!
The door.
Almost forgot this week.
I guess this is the Gabagooli Mystery Corner where our listeners anonymously send in memes making fun of me for being Italian.
Celebrating your culture. We're not going to skip this during Italian American Heritage Month. What's wrong with you?
Yeah. That would be unacceptable.
Images go up on Patreon. We try and explain them on the show. Archaeologists uncover ancient Italian ravioli. Oh, okay.
You got to explain the picture. That's not going to make any sense to people.
It's a fucking little pasta dinosaurs. I guess cheese in them, maybe a meat of some sort. I don't know. This is fucking stupid and needs to stop.
What's the best ravioli? Is it cheese ravioli or meat?
Absolutely cheese.
Yeah, it's cheese ravioli is pretty good, isn't it?
It's not. It is. Why did this have to happen? We were literally done. Like, you didn't need to do any of this.
I know. I completely forgot. I always get thrown off when we don't have like an actual news segment. We had a replacement segment. So.
Yeah. We have to talk about Orlando.
Yeah.
Which I don't even know if I'm allowed to do. I think what happens in Orlando stays in Orlando, but I'm not sure.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what the bylaws are on that.
Well, you did pick up a girl, and you're trying to lie about it, so I'm
actually
not
pick up a girl.
Rob?
Been over this.
Your truth has nothing to do with my good story. Kat, where are they finding you? This is bullshit. Oh, no, Rob. Yeah, what the fuck?
I'm on
Walter has swords.
All the social media stuff at Radio Rob 123. You can listen to the other show that I do with Kat, the Nick fucking Woo Cage Cast, which you can find wherever you are listening to Slasher Radio.
Kat, what about you? I'm mad at both of you right now.
Ravioli. So good. You can find me on Twitter at cat_Vleur, VOLEUR. You can find me pretty much everywhere else at Cat Velour. Check out my website, catvelour.com, and keep an eye out for Puppet Shark, which is coming soon.
Yes. Still don't know why, but yes, definitely keep an eye out for that. We'll catch you next week, guys. Good night from Slasher Radio. Motherfucker, man.
All the best with Slasher Radio Podcast.